15 people you won't believe exist. A person can stand out for different talents. However, this time, we will show you talents and qualities that you never thought you would see. Join us to discover people who can only be described as unique. Welcome to our channel. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe our channel before watching the further video. Biggest mouth, Francisco Domingo Joaquim. Man having the biggest mouth in the world. Its mouth measures 17 cm, 6.69 inside, inches in which a soda can easily fit. This young Angolan from Zambia had surprising mouth to win a prize in the Guinness World Records in 2011. He is able to swallow a can of coca in his mouth. Abdul bahandar. This man became known as the Tree Man because of the multiple bark-shaped warts that sprout on different parts of his body. This disease, known as epidermoplasia verruciform, is extremely rare, and only 4 cases have been documented despite having performed multiple operations to remove the warts. These have reappeared again, evidencing how little is known of this disease. Natural charms. Annie Hawkins Turner, better known by the stage name Norma Stitz, is a website entrepreneur and fetish model. Annie Hawkins Turner is burdened with the world's biggest boobage and goes by the stage name Norma Stitz. Unlike M's Myra, Annie's size 48V assets are entirely natural and not always a blessing, as she is often taunted by strangers. Gary Turner. If you've ever imagined being the rubber man, British Gary Turner is the closest thing to reality because he suffers from a genetic disorder called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which allows him to stretch his skin despite the fact that his condition generates pain in certain joints. His smile never goes away. And he's even acquired the title of the man with the most elastic skin on the planet, managing to stretch the skin of his stomach up to 6.3 inches. His title was granted at the beginning of 2000, and to this date, there hasn't been anyone who surpasses him. Aaron Rayquar. If you've ever seen the X-Men, the group of mutants where their main enemy was a villain capable of attracting metals, well, Men's is the closest thing to this. They're known as the Magnet Man, and Rayquar himself states that his body has strong special magnetic signals, mainly on his chest, allowing him to attract various metal objects like spoons. Even though he's not proud of his power, Aaron states that he feels good when people come to see what he does. Giotti Amge. This little Indian actress is known because she was featured in the American Horror Story Freak Show series. However, if we talk about why she is in our top, it's due to her tiny size of 2.06 feet caused by a genetic disorder. She ended up obtaining the world record in 2011 as the smallest woman in the world, being 2.8 inches smaller than the previous one, a title she holds up until now. Kim Goodman. If we talk about people you wouldn't find anywhere and would make anyone's jaw drop, we would have to name this woman, who due to an accident with a hockey mask now has the ability to popularize out this skill, made her appear in TV shows, and even made her worthy of a world record for her strange and amazing ability. Valeria Lukyavana. We have all heard about the most famous doll in the world and the biotype of a woman we have all dreamed of years ago. Well, this Ukrainian model is everything you'd expect. When you think about a Barbie, she was called the human Barbie by many due to her great resemblance to the doll, despite looking like a completely plastic girl. She says she hasn't had any surgery on her face, and to maintain the slender and unique doll body, she has a special diet in addition to a daily routine at the gym. Sultan Kosen. Starting this top, we find someone tall. And it's not a joke, since he has been recognized as the tallest man in the world who still remains alive according to the Guinness World Records. He was born in Turkey like any other child with an average size. However, at the age of 10 years old, a tumor in the pituitary gland caused an abnormal growth, which would later be known as a disease called pituitary giant, and he reached 8.28 feet in height. And if you were wondering, yes, he was offered a career in basketball, although having a delicate physique made this sport impossible. Lizzie Velasquez. She was born with an extremely rare congenital disease called Marfanoid Progeroid lipodystrophy syndrome that, among other symptoms, prevents her from accumulating body fat and gaining weight. Her conditions resulted in bullying during her childhood. Lizzie Velasquez is a global motivational speaker, anti-bullying activist, social media personality, and author. Mendy Sellars. Sellars was born with abnormally large and misshapen legs and feet, which continued to grow at a disproportionate rate. In a November 2009 interview, she estimated that she weighed about 21 stone, 294 L, or 133 kg. Doctors were unable to provide a diagnosis for many years. There is no known cure. She has been a founder of a charity supporting and raising awareness of the condition. Staniford. Tom Staniford suffers from a rare genetic mutation called MDP syndrome. He avoids food with high sugar and carbohydrates and prefers vegetables, fiber, and proteins like eggs for breakfast. The athlete aspired to win the 2016 Paralympic champion at Rio after winning the 2011 British National Paracycling Circuit race. Staniford bought his first road bike in 2005 and soon became a keen cyclist. Fajardo. A Mexican man surprised the whole world by his excessive hair, and this was the reason why he was nicknamed by news channels. As the werewolf, however, life was not easy for someone with these characteristics, according to Jesus himself. No one was friendly with him, and he even had to leave school. Because of bullying, he took refuge in drinking and working for different circuses. There are only 50 known cases in all of history. Despite this, Jesus is not ashamed anymore about his condition. He said, "I'm tired of feeling uncomfortable. I'm the same as everyone, and I have the right to feel happy after leaving alcohol and forming a family." Sampson Berns. Sampson was a brave teenager who suffered from progeria, a disease that accelerates his aging. This is why some people call him the teenager in the body of an old man. This kid was a sports fan and even became an honorary captain of the New England Patriots football team for many years. Sampson was the public image of this disease. Unfortunately, the young man died at the age of 17, exceeding the average lifespan of those who suffer from this condition. His story was even turned into a documentary by HBO called Life According to Sam. This 17-year-old lost his life to a rare aging disease, but we'll never forget him. Deepak Genre. This young man is the closest thing to a superhero. His story begins with an accident that involves a large electric discharge. However, this was only the beginning, as he eventually increased the number of volts that his body could stand up to 1,000 volts, which were nothing more than a caress to him. It should be noted that this amount of voltage would kill anyone. Currently, Deepak uses his talent to fix electric problems for the people in his town, because with great power comes great responsibility. Abby and Brittany Hensel. And in this place, we find two people, and not necessarily because it's a tie, rather because they are inseparable. It is about two Siamese women in a single body, a condition that is due to a malformation in the belly that makes them have two spinal columns, two sets of lungs, and two hearts. However, this has not stopped them from leading a normal life, as both complement each other. They have even dictated classes as primary teachers, showing a great example of overcoming any challenge that life brings. If any of these people surprised you, let us know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching.